Hello, everybody out there. All of my Facebook friends, IG friends, everybody. It's your boy Jay again. I'm coming to you right now. Um, I wouldn't call this a documentary or anything like that, but I would definitely call this a coffee talk, if you will. That's what I would call this right now. And the reason that I call it a coffee talk is because it's really personal. It's an opportunity for me to actually talk to everyone out there and just basically try my best to be of some inspiration to a lot of people out there. This is my second video, so hopefully you guys are appreciating it. I know that you all are out there in streamerland. I know that everyone is enjoying their Sunday night, preparing for Monday morning. But I just basically, wanted to get straight to the point. I've been absent from Facebook via Instagram. Also, I've been absent from these social media sites over the course of the weekend. Well, actually, starting from Thursday, I've been absent from them. I haven't logged on. I haven't wrote a status. I haven't posted a picture or anything. And basically, the reason that I've been absent is I feel as I'm going to explain this to you guys because I love all of my Facebook friends and everybody out there. I received a lot of text messages and phone calls and a few emails from people. What's going on? Why aren't you responding? Why aren't you talking to me? What's going on? Well, basically, this is the explanation. Thursday night, I had I've been fighting against the enemy. Basically, I've been fighting against the enemy, with the spirit, um, for the longest. The enemy has been trying to give me mistaken identity, if you will, for the longest, and um, it's not something that I want to do. It's not a way. It's not how I want to be at all. I've been basically fighting for my soul, for the longest now, and and I recognize that the enemy don't like me. I recognize that Satan do not like me, because of who I am and because of who I am in the future. Also, that's the exciting part. That Satan do not like me because of who I am in the future. So he tries his best to, man, just take over my mind sometimes and, get in the way and try to deter me away from the blessings that God is revealing or getting ready to reveal in front of my face. And he do that to a lot of people that has purpose. Because a lot of individuals will tell you that if the devil ain't bothering you, you need to get worried. But if he's bothering you, you need to shout, because that is your breakthrough moment of knowing that your life has purpose and that God is getting ready to do some great things in your life. So with that being said, the enemy tried to, man, take over my mind and cloud me with so much negativity and so many thoughts and just a lot of different things that could have overtook me. It could have overtook me, but it did not. It did not, and it did not because um, I sit in the will of God. That's what people don't understand and don't know, is that I sit in the will of God. I don't sit in the will of God for anyone's validation. I don't sit in the will of God for no one but myself. Because when I die and leave this world, it's going to be me and my Savior. And I'm going to have to choose the destination, my destination. As long as I walk with God, the destination is with Him. So with that being said, I've been fighting against this spirit, man, for the longest, and fighting against mistaken identity and trying my best to catch myself doing things that God would say no to. And I try my best to catch myself. And then when I realize and I look back at, some of the things that I've beaten, I beaten did, I get upset at myself. I really do. I really get upset at myself because, being a young man, growing up in the house of God, and being an older guy now, being 21 years old, growing, older in Christ, I do understand that I have to know Christ for myself. I can no longer depend on mama's prayer, our grandmother's prayer, our daddy's prayer, our aunties and great aunts' prayer. I can no longer depend on other people's prayer but my own. So it's very important to know God at a young age so that when you get to the level of your adult life, you can begin to understand God for yourself in the making of your own testimony. Because God said there is a time where you're going to have to shout off of your own testimony. You can't use mama's testimony to shout off of no more. You can't use dad's or grandmother's testimony. You're going to have to stand and tell someone what God has brought you out of and believe that he will do it. Because I'm telling you, I'm smiling right now because like God is really doing some great things in my life. Okay, so I said all that to say this. I can get all emotional sometimes and a little bit off guard. But I said all that to say this. I feel as though God put this on my heart to make this video out there for a lot of individuals because I received some encouragement. So I just wanted to encourage you guys out there because I love everyone out there. Basically, I went on a fast from social media and everything like that and all these social sites because God was speaking to me. And God said, I need for you to separate yourself. I need for you to give up something that you enjoy doing. I need for you to block out everything. I need for you to block out everything where you can hear me. I need for you to don't get on Instagram, don't get on Facebook, don't make no phone calls, don't make no texts. Get in your zone where you can hear my voice. I'm telling you, from Thursday night, something took over me. I found myself crying, praying, and screaming from the bottom of my belly where my belly felt so empty. And when my flesh got tired and my flesh tried to stop, God said, no, keep going, keep screaming. You're releasing some things. You're releasing some things. And this is the thing, what people don't understand. Favor, when you have favor on you, this is how you know you have favor and God gives you favor. When you have favor on you, favor gives you permission to go down in your spirit and pull out something to make you run on. That's favor. Okay? When you have favor, when you're set back, favor gives you permission to go down in your spirit and pull out something to make you continue to press forward. That's what I had to do. I had to dig down in my spirit, in the bottom of my belly, and empty out some stuff. And God said that I'm going to make you vomit up everything that's not like me, that's in you. Because of where I'm trying to take you, I need for you to understand who you are. I need for you to understand that the devil don't like you. The devil has tapped into your future and he sees just how great you're going to become. So the devil is trying to make you think opposed to who you're becoming. And that's what God is trying to get me as a young man in Christ to understand. And that's why I'm fighting against this spirit every single day, because of who God is making me into and who the devil don't want me to become. So I had to understand that. And when I tell you guys, I prayed morning, midday, and night. God spoke to me and God revealed some stuff to me about myself that I didn't even understand. God told me, you are a hypocrite. God criticized me this weekend. And when God spoke to me and God said, you're a hypocrite, what God meant was, God said, you're a hypocrite because I don't want you to go and judge no one. Don't condemn no one. Don't you dare tell anyone nothing. Nothing. Because what I'm doing in you, I am trying to stir up a deliverance in you because I have given your body, I have given your stomach, souls that your testimony is going to help deliver. I am going to use you where people can see you and see your deliverance. And people are going to look at you and say, my God, that is nobody but God that was able to pull him out of that. So that's what God is telling me. And that's what God told me over the weekend. God said, I'm using you as a deliverance example. I'm using you as an example. I'm going to use you where I can get the glory out of your life. I'm telling you, God says, I'll use the weak to make the strong shame. I'll use the weak to put the strong to shame. And that's what a lot of times we don't understand. The enemy gets so caught up into trying to remind us of who we used to be, that he tried to bring who we used to be in our presence. And God said, don't worry about who you used to be. Don't worry about your past. What matters is where you're going. What matters is where I'm trying to take you. You can block out your haters because the enemy can't do nothing with you. You can block out your negativity because the negativity can't do nothing with you. God said, I've given you a vision. And God said, when your flesh get weak, your vision will stand like they did Jesus. They put Jesus in the bottom of the grave. They slandered Jesus. They tore Jesus down. But when Jesus died, his vision lived. His vision came to life. God said, you have a vision. God said, your vision will outrun your depression. Your vision will outrun your trials. And God said another thing. He said, stop taking all of your trials personal. God spoke through prophetess Juanita Bonham to speak directly to me on yesterday. Her sermon spoke to me. Pastor Juanita Bonham's sermon spoke to me and said, stop taking your trials so personal. This is just business. When things are going bad in your life, stop taking your trials personal, man. I'm telling you, because you don't know what God is doing. Your trials will set up. God said, I need for some people to suffer for me. God said, because when you get through suffering, I'm going to pull you back so far that when you get ready to jump, you're going to fly. And your enemies are not going to be able to do anything with you. So stop taking your trials and your tribulations so personal. When the enemy is on you, stop taking it so personal, because all of this was set up in order for you to get to your victory mark. All of this was set up in order for God to get the glory out of your life. Stop blaming the enemy, telling the enemy, oh, this is nothing but the devil, this is nothing but the devil. A lot of times it's God pulling you back so that you won't release something in the wrong season. Because God said, I need for some people to get out of their plan and allow me to take over your life. God said, I need for some people to get out of their own desires. God said, I can't do nothing with you because your image is in the way. And what do I mean by that? Well, Pastor Juanita Bonham broke it down so simple on yesterday. Pastor Juanita Bonham said, your image is how people see you. Pastor Juanita Bonham said, for example, your image, okay, they see this person. Oh, she's beautiful. She dressed nice. You know, her hair is always done. She's smart. She's this person. Okay, God said, look, I can't use you because your image is in the way. God said, I need for some people. I'm going to send some people in to tear your image down. I need for some people to destroy who you are right now. And I'm going to let these people destroy you so they can pull back all the flesh that they're seeing in order for me to get to the spirit. God said he's going to tear the flesh up. He want to see the flesh peel so that he can get to who you really are. He can get to your purpose. He can see the heart of you. And another thing, stop being so judgmental, people, about individuals. If you see a homosexual, if you see a lesbian, if you see someone that's out there, a murderer, if you see a child molester, if you see someone out there in the public eye that has done something wrong, if you see somebody out there that has done something wrong, stop being so negative to them. And the reason I say stop being so negative to them is because the Bible tells you that people are designed to look like regular people, but you don't understand what's down on the inside of them. God says that your image is designed to look normal, but you can actually be a prophet in training. Your image is designed to look normal, but you can actually be a minister. God will use a prostitute and turn a prostitute into an intercessor. God will use a murderer and turn a murderer into a minister. You don't know who God is going to use. God says, I want to use people whom the church has turned their backs on. I want to use people who the church have denied. I want to use people who the world has branded and labeled and said, oh, he ain't going to be nothing. He ain't nobody. He just a person that's walking around here, ain't doing nothing, ain't got no job, ain't going to never be nothing. He's gay, or she's a lesbian, or she's broke, or he's broke, or he's this, or she's this. Stop. God said, I'm going to use those people that's branded. I'm going to use those people that the world keep beating down, and I'm going to place a deliverance on their lives, and I'm going to turn their life into a testimony where they can have the power to walk up to people that was in the same kind of bondage that they was just in and say, come out, demon. God is going to use those particular people. That's why God say never treat people wrong, because you never know who you're entertaining. You could be entertaining an angel or somebody that God has called for a particular purpose. God is trying to get people to get so close to him where when people look at you, they'll say, Jesus is all over that woman, or Jesus is all over that young man. You know, and it's man, it's really, this, like I said, this weekend, it really struck me, and it really brought me to some, this point or whatever. It really brought me to this point of tears, because I understand now, that there's an assignment that's on my life. And like I said, my assignment may not be your assignment, but in order for every individual to find out their purpose, man, you have to have a relationship with God. You have to tap into him some way, somehow. And like God said, God isn't waiting on us. God isn't waiting on, we're not waiting on God. I'm sorry. We're not waiting on God. God is waiting on us. Everything that we need, that's what I found out over the weekend. Everything that we need, God has already provided it for us. All of our dreams, all of our ambitions, all of our goals, everything, every gift, every blessing, every promise, God has already given it to us. God is just waiting for us to come to him. And we get so depressed. Like, when is God going to do this for me? When is God going to... No. It's not when God is going to do it. God has already did it. He's just waiting for you to realize that you did it. And this weekend, like I said, I found out just who I was. And I found out that, God say, you are one of my chosen, anointed people. And don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about your haters. Don't worry about the negativity. Don't worry about nothing. You stand still. You go with what you know. And let me take care of the rest. And as you can see, I'm smiling because God is blessing me tremendously. And I just wanted to share that with someone as words of encouragement. Don't let nothing you're going through stop you, because your setback just might be God getting you prepared to make your big leap. Because God is looking for people that can suffer for him. He's looking for people that can shout in the midst of their trials. That's why he says, stop taking your trials and your tribulations so personal, because it's just business. And, and like I said, man, I love God, and I do understand that there's an assignment, that's on my life. And like God said, that assignment is going to outrun everything, your depression, your sicknesses, your attacks, your late bills, everything that the enemy throw at you. Your assignment is going to outrun it, because God said that vision that I have given you, that purpose that I have given you, has been anointed to go to hell and back, and the devil can't do nothing with you. And that's why the devil is so angry with the chosen people, because he see who they are. He see what they're getting ready to become. And the enemy was on me just like that, man. He was on me. You know, I can be sitting in my car sometimes and the enemy just will come attack me and tell me all kind of crazy stuff. But if I wasn't in in the will of Jesus, where would I be? You know, I'd probably be out there doing something crazy right now, you know, but I'm in the will of God, and God is, man, he's breaking bondage on me every day. He's making me wake up and realize so much every single day. My blessings are tremendous. And he's doing amazing things, man. And I'm excited about what he's doing in the future and all that he's going to do. And I just want all God's people to receive their inheritance, man. And I want everybody to understand that, you know, that the Bible tells you, you know, that I reckon that the suffering, you know, of this present world is not worthy or not compared to the glory that will be revealed in us, to the glory of God that will be revealed in us. God gives you confirmation right there that the sufferings of this present world is not even compared to the glory that's going to be, you know, brought about in us. So that's your exciting moment there. God shows us every single day that what's coming is greater than what's been. He shows us that every day, and we're all kings and queens in God's eyesight because our Father is a ruler. Our Father is a king. That's why they say the eternal king lives on the inside of you. You know, so don't worry about people, man. Don't worry about what nobody say. Keep pressing forward. God say, stand still and wait on him. You don't gotta, trust me, I promise you, when you think God isn't listening, he's listening. God's just waiting for you, because if we knew everything that God was going to do, why would there be a need for faith? That's where God gives us faith, you know. So I just wanted to, you know, encourage somebody out there, man, today, and just, you know, just let someone know, you know, that, you know, the reason that God, you know, the decisions, that God makes for us are not based on feelings. Faith does not operate with emotions. You got to get out of your emotions. Stop taking everything so personal. Take your prayer personal. Yes. Make it personal when you're talking to him. Make it real. But stop taking your trials personal, man. You know, your lights get cut off. Shout. I know it's hard, but shout. You know, that's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to start cursing and get discouraged and start yelling and get upset. He wants this because he said, oh, I got you. You know, but you got to tell God, Lord, if you don't do nothing else for me, you have done enough. I will praise you anyway. And I'm learning to do that, man. I'm learning to get out of my own plan and let God manifest in the plans that he has for my life, and, you know, and stop being selfish and start giving more to people and start loving and start caring more and listening to people and trying to understand people more, and trying to do good deeds, man. You know, because, you know, it's so amazing that, you know, it makes me excited when I understand that that my mind is on its way somewhere, and that my mind is traveling into the presence of the unending God. And where my mind is traveling and where God is trying to take our mind is not compared, you know, to, you know, these earthly possessions, man. I don't need nothing from the world. I know it appears as though like that sometimes, but I don't need anything from the world. You know, as long as I have God, that's all that matters, man. And like I said, anybody that's in any type of bondage and feels as though that they are sealed, that is a lie. You have to declare power. You don't understand how much power you have until you have tapped into God and realized that you have power. It's important to know God. You know, as a young person, it's important to know him, man, because, you know, it's cool. It's really cool. A lot of young people don't think it's cool, but it's cool to know God. And I'm excited to know him, you know, and God said, you have not seen the power that I'm going to put into your life. You have not seen it. You know, like I said, you know, stop allowing people to validate you. and just break free of your bondage, man. This is 2014. This is bondage breaking season. You know, God is about to do some great things in all of his people, man. I'm excited. I'm turned up. You know, I don't know what else to describe. I start my first day of school tomorrow, of my last semester of college, man. Thank God. Woohoo! You know, so I could really shout about that, you know, man, because God has brought me 4 years strong through. I've had my ups and my downs, my challenges. I've gained friends, lost friends, been through a lot of different stuff, man. You know, I've seen and did it all, man. But you know what? God has been here with me through it all. God said the reason you should have not, I put you in situations where you should have died, but you didn't, is because there's purpose for you. I put you in situations where you should have been taken under, but you stood and you did not get taken under. I put you in situations where you should have failed, but you did not fail because there's purpose. So if you are alive today, there is purpose. There's meaning. There's a plan. You're important to God. There's something God is getting ready to do to you. If you're not important to nobody else, you are important to God. And there's something he's going to do in you. And we all have a purpose. We don't know what that purpose is. Stop getting stressed out if you feel as though you don't know what you're called to do. Ask God. Wait in God till he reveal to you your purpose. Trust me, I'm going to law school. Law school might be my day job, but serving God is definitely going to be my lifetime job, because there's something that God is going to do in me that's going to give him all the glory. So, man, I just wanted to encourage somebody out there. I know this kind of long, and I wanted to tell everybody I love you. Stay strong, man. Wait on God. Be blessed. I love you guys out there. Hope this touched someone. Hope this meant something to someone. Wait on God. Don't worry about any negativity. Your life is important. You have purpose. Stand strong in God, and I love you. Thank you.